Hi everyone. Okay, it looks like the cashless society is just around the corner, and here I am on this site, Armstrong Economics, and we have here Larry Summers, and he has proposed negative interest rates and eliminating cash. So he wants people to spend, not have savings. If you have savings in the bank, you're charged money to have it in there. So that's one solution to make the economy better. So here we go. It talks about all the why to have negative interest, but down here he says negative interest will stop people from hoarding, and it will force them to spend. His solution is to now eliminate cash, forcing everyone to use electronic money, and that will stop hoarding by penalizing people for saving. Okay. Forcing everyone to use electronic money. I guess that's like Bitcoin. So his speech had to be prepared long in advance with a lot of study and looking into these things. For some reason, I just can't believe that the bankers would keep their hands off of electronic money like Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ripple, Then. There are a lot of different electronic currencies out there, and I was looking into Ripple, which is really interesting. Ripple is being set up by former programmers of Bitcoin. So there are a lot of different ones that have different names and different advantages and benefits, but they all have the wallet, and it's basically cashless. No charge for sending money to someone. It takes a few minutes. It sounds so great, but the point is, cashless society, we didn't get to, the mark of the beast and having to be able to access our money. Can't buy or sell unless you have this mark. Starting to make sense. Anyway, isn't this unbelievable? Forcing everyone to use electronic money that will stop hoarding. Stop hoarding. That's having savings. In Japanese are the biggest savers in the world. They have accounts at the post office. They save their money at the post office. Okay, and then look at this. So they can the elites can get away with all kinds of things, but now they see the solution as eliminating all cash and then penalizing savers with negative interest rates. Wow. I don't know if I understand this. Okay, the problem is cash. According to Summers, we need a cashless society. How else will they have a cashless society if they don't have something like Bitcoin? That's it. Will they still want gold? How does gold fit into this? So gold is down, 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 way down. Silver is way down. And here's another sentence here. There will be nothing standing by the time they are finished. It's not he who has the gold makes the rules. It's he who makes the rules confiscates all the gold. Cheer up. Can only get worse. You're living the good life right now. Enjoy it while you can. It won't last much longer. Okay, mandatory chipping by 2017. This is getting interesting. Okay, now look at this one. The Bitcoin hearing. Okay, here we are. We're back here on the Armstrong Economics. The other date was November 17th. This one is November 20th. Bitcoin. Okay, they make these Bitcoins look like you want to hold them in your hand, but there isn't anything to hold in your hand. They're not coins. They're numbers. It's math. So these are all the people looking at Bitcoin and electronic currency: the Homeland Security, Criminal Division of the U.S. Attorney General, U.S. Secret Service, Criminal Investigation, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, the International Center for Missing and Exploited Children. They don't want anyone to have any anonymity. Anonymity is evil. They want to know every single thing. They have a right to know what everyone is doing, thinking, or saying. Anyone who does not comply must be guilty of something. Scary, huh? Okay, we are headed into an electronic currency regardless of what people say. Bitcoin will not survive, but it is useful to get people accustomed to a cashless society. The difference will be that the government version will be no anonymity, and what is being touted as a benefit is the elimination of crime. Yeah, they want to keep us safe, and these will be relics. Okay, so that is why they've been waging a war on gold. The only real role for gold will be as an alternative currency, not to the paper dollar, but to the electronic dollar. But what may be more practical is silver coins. So I didn't know this, but Europe is has also moved to a 19% tax on silver starting January 1st, 2014. And in France, it's now illegal to buy or sell gold for cash or to mail cash. The U.S. has made it illegal to store cash in a safe deposit box. Okay, I did some little research. I went to the banks in Hong Kong, and I went to each one and asked them about their rules for buying silver, buying gold that had changed. Many rules had changed, and maybe they're even changing now because there's this convergence towards the electronic currency, okay? Okay, India banned gold sales without a license. Okay. The role of the metals will be as an alternative currency to electronic when they terminate printing paper money. Wake up and stop listening to propaganda. Open your eyes and look at the real world. It's closing in a hell of a lot faster than people suspect. Okay, so propaganda. Propaganda is really slick. You might not even detect it. So if the government is using propaganda on people, it could be look so much like it's not the government that you think it's not the government when it could be the government. I guess that's disinformation, right? Okay, now look at Huffington Post. Okay, this is Huffington Post, November 20th, okay? His desperate depression fighting idea may soon be a reality, and that is electronic currency. All right. And negative interest. They're going to charge people money. Okay, look at what this. Some economists think interest rates should be much, much lower than zero, maybe negative 4%. That would just eat up the savings, wouldn't it? Okay. Central bankers aren't talking about making people pay interest on their own savings, not yet anyway. The political outcry over that is easy to imagine, but they could find other more creative ways to make it painful for you to hold on to cash. Giving money an expiration date or using electronic money in order to help control the flow of it are just a couple of the more creative ideas. And then look at this. This is on a site, let me just show you. Confessions of a Supply Side Liberal, Miles Kimball. And I just want to show you all of these articles about electronic money. Electronic money is the big discussion, and I'm sure that has been a goal for years and years and years and years to move to a cashless society. I remember hearing about it in a church way 20 years ago, the cashless society, because that is what the book of Revelation talks about. Can't buy or sell unless you have the number. So now we have the tattoo that identifies you and has all your details on there, and it's like bio-stamped. What does that mean? Biologically adhered to your body, and it will link to everything about you. You will have no anonymous dealings with your finances because you can't. It'll be linked electronically, digitally tracked, just like they're tracking your heartbeat, your brain waves, your iris, your veins, your DNA, your genes, your all of that. On and on and on. Okay, so have a look. Paper money to electric money can end recession, and electronic Deutschmark can save Europe. Could UK be the first country to adopt electronic money? So there are lots of supermarkets, shops in Europe that don't even use, they're already on it. They don't use money anymore. They're already on it. So get ready. Things are happening. Okay, electronic money, cashless society. Oops, there's Jesus. Go to him. Cry out for your soul now to be, to be in the hands of, not these devils. Okay, thank you for watching my video. Sorry it's so long, but this is really important, and this is coming. I don't know how they're going to do it. They're going to figure it all out, get it all, refined so that they know how to do it. See, just look, it goes on and on. Electronic money versus vis-a-vis, whatever. Electronic money, negative. Show me the e-money. Time for paperless revolution. Oh, it might mean people have to serve Mammon or the true God. And with other spiritual things happening that, like with the Noahide laws and those kind of things, we're going to have to make choices. So be strong, everyone, and wake up. Let the Holy Spirit teach you what you need to know, and you will be safe. Thank you for watching. Bye for now. Check out these. I will put links in the description box. Thanks for watching.